family mode.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. This is Chris Salveda, Simple Listing Solutions. It's 9 o'clock on the dot on the West Coast. So good morning. Unless you're on the East Coast, and good afternoon, because it's 12 o'clock on the dot on the East Coast right now. And we got a room, and it is filling up quickly. So let's do this before we get started. I'm done introducing myself. My name is Chris Salveda, and I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions, and you can learn about me if you want to later. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about getting listings. Let's just get into this stuff, because I could really use like 3 days with you guys right now. I'm going to have that much time. So I need your help. I need your help getting this show started. I need to know that you guys can hear me, right? In fact, it probably help if I move the microphone down here a little bit closer to my mouth. And so I need to know that you guys can hear me really crystal clear and that you can see this screen. Here, I'm going to switch between screens here. Okay. So if you can do that, what I'd like you guys to do, if you're logged in, you're registered, you're here, you're not listening to your TC down the hall asking for that agent visual, right? You can't get paid until the file's complete. You're actually here and you're listening to me. Look around on your computer desktop and look for the arrow icon. You should see a little arrow that you could click on, and it'll open up a drop-down box. And I just like everybody. So I should see 50 plus signatures, little comments right now. Just type in the name of your city. Say hello from, and type in the name of your city, right? And then that lets me know that you can hear me and we're all good. Okay. And then, of course, if you can't hear me, you won't be able to do that. And if you can't see my screen, say, hey, I can't see your screen, and I'll see that because I'm circling through this lot right now just seeing who's in the house. And everybody's here today. You got the whole country here. Florida's really here today in a big way. Nevada's here today, too. Kiss me, Florida. Give me a big peck right on the lips. Oh, that's Kissimmee. I know that. It's right outside of Orlando. Kissimmee, Florida is here. So is Myrtle Beach, Florida. So is all kinds of places in Florida. Tarpons. Wow. Hi, Florida. Nevada. Hi, Las Vegas. Hi, well, just Las Vegas. No, hi, Fallon. Fallon is here today, too. So is California, all over the place. I don't need to go down the whole list with you California guys, but suffice to say, Riverside is representing. So is San Diego County, L.A., Ventura. All you guys are here. Texas is here. Massachusetts and New Jersey is in the house. Hey, I know exactly where you are right there in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I know where that is. I've been there many times. Just like I've been to Kissimmee, Florida. So, hey, hello to everybody. Welcome. My name is Chris Salveda, and again, I'm the founder of Simple Listing Solutions. I'm also a real estate agent, just like you. I'm not practicing. I keep my license active because referrals come my way. Like I just got a nice listing referral a few months ago, the beginning of the summer. And, it was a nice, so easy to sell referral, and it was just great. And I had another nice referral last summer, $880,000 referral that I actually referred to one of my agents here in San Diego. Didn't want to take it. You're like, what are you talking about? You didn't want to take an $880,000 listing. There was a real strategy behind that. So I referred it to David Zagorski, an agent I work with here in San Diego. But let's talk about how to get listings. And who am I to tell you that? I don't know. You guys probably have gotten more listings in your life than me, right? There's agents. I was on the phone yesterday with the Prudential agent down on Coronado Island. The guy's a shooter. And he could look at my numbers. I'm in San Diego. He could pull up the MLS and see what I've done. But he said, Chris, I'm signing up. I'm going with it, right? I'm using these tools because I know they'll work for me. And so I know that you guys, if you've been around real estate for a while, you get Joe Stumpf, Brian Buffini, Howard Britton, Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, CDPE, Program 3648, Reticulous. You got there's stuff. There's so much stuff out there, and they're calling you up. Come to the seminar. Come to the main event. Come to the 4-day Get Fit. Come to the reboot. Come to the, and give us your money. Bring your checkbook when you come. Now, it's not that that's not good stuff out there. There's a lot of great stuff out there, right? But there's a lot of stuff that's like, wow. $2,200? Really? This looks like information overwhelm. I don't need a 1,000-page workbook and 75 days of CD and audio tapes to listen to. Right? You could go get listings in the meantime knocking on doors. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about what agents are doing in Florida and in California to get listings right now in an environment where there's really limited inventory. It's a tight market. There's a lot of buyers. So there's tight inventory. Okay, some markets, there's still a lot of short sales. Some markets, they're all gone. Right, but as listing agents, we want listings. We want buyers too, high-quality buyers. We want to have a business we love. It's like I'd love to be in this business because I'm profitable and I'm working with great people. Right? I'm going to show you how. And listen to me. Like, who am I to show you how? Nobody. Just nobody. My name's Chris Salveda. Right? But listen to the ideas. Forget about me. because the ideas didn't originate with me. They just flow through me because I can talk, right? I got a big mouth and I like to listen to myself. But I've also met thousands of realtors, thousands, tens of thousands. You know, I traveled the country for 8 years with Joe Stumpf. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but you know, Brian Buffini came out of Joe Stumpf's big tent. And not only Joe, but the marketing brilliance behind him, like Dean Jackson and Eben Pagan and Jerry Ballinger, for years, meeting 7-figure income earners and learning how they built their business. So I'm going to share with you today. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to share. Okay, so we want listings, divorce listings, probate listings, FSBO listings, short sale listings, expired listings. We'll take any kind of listing. We want inventory. Right. So so if we're going to get it, we can get it through the mail, we can get it over the phone, we can get it knocking, we can get it over the internet. There's all kinds of places we can get it from. Right. And we're going to talk about that today. But what I'd like to do today is just bring clarity to everybody's real estate career, just for a day, clarity. So they go, oh man, I can breathe with that plan. I can see how that works. Okay, so I'm going to open up a PowerPoint presentation right here. We're only going to look at like about 4 slides, then I'm going to close it again. Okay, so let's just go through this little slideshow from the beginning, and then we're going to go look at some stuff. I'm going to show you what I'm doing at Simple Listing Solutions. Okay, and then you can just imagine it, how you can just duplicate it. So, you know, not all of it. I've got 150 systems to get, you know, 1,000 different things done. But what do you want to do? Right, I'll give you some ideas. Yikes, another CDPE. I'm not knocking on CDPE. Great training. I haven't been to it, but I've been told. Right, great training. Right, but here's what I want everybody to understand. As a real estate agent, our prospects, and my good friend Dean Jackson taught me this. He said, Chris, they're like mice. Right, our prospects are trained to do 2 things: get the cheese and avoid the cat. Right, get the cheese and avoid the cat. The cheese is any information that's going to help them get from where they want to be. I mean, from where they are currently to where they want to be. Right, so currently, if they're upside down and underwater and facing foreclosure, that's where they are currently. They don't want to be there. Right, so if there's some information that'll help them get away from that place to the place that they want to be, they want the information. Right, what they don't want is a sales cat breathing commission breath down their neck. Okay, because they don't want to sell the house. They want to do a loan mod and save it. All right, so just be aware of that. Okay, where they are currently is, hey, we're 78 years old, retired, in this 2-story house, getting tired of going up and down these stairs. We'd like to sell it and downsize into a smaller home. So where we are currently is kind of stuck in this big home with all of our memories and attachments and whatnot, but it's not working for us. Right? We'd like to be someplace else. So what kind of information do we need to understand how do we sell the home we're living in, and in the meantime go find another one that's going to work for us? Right, and a consultant, an advisor who will work with us slowly and really listen to us and pay attention, because we're moving along in our years and we don't need some young hipster, right? Okay, so understanding where people are at and what kind of cheese they need, that's marketing, I suppose. I don't really like, marketing is really just selling real estate agent stuff. That's what marketing is. Right. Leads, generate leads. Leads are not people. People are people. And listings come from the relationship business. And the best buyers come from relationships. Right. They're not leads. Okay. So sometimes we need to turn off our marketing minds and turn on our hearts a little bit. But, okay, just be aware. Okay. We want to not be a cat, but we want to have the information. That's marketing. Now, I'm going to shut this down here in a second, but I want to talk to you guys for a second, because I'm going to show you how to get listings from FSBOs, expireds, divorce, probate, short sales, simple systems, whether it's at the door, through the mail, show you the letters, over the phone, right, or online, right, and you don't need me, or Craig Proctor, or Joe Stumpf, or Brian Buffini, or Howard Brinton, or Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Program 3648, CDP, Harris University, right? You don't need them. You can keep your credit card in your pocket. Right? You just have to be aware, and then awareness creates its own momentum. So relationships, real estate is the relationship business, right? If you're going to build a practice, like if you're going to go get a deal, okay, go generate a lead. But if you're going to build a practice every year, 6 figures, no problem. Every year, it doesn't matter what the economy is doing, right? With like a practice, then you got to get into the relationship business. And there's only 2 kinds of relationships: existing and non-existing, unless you can think of some other ones. Right. So if you think about your existing relationships, all the existing relationships you have in your county, are they hot, warm, cold? What are they? And are they trained? Trained means they're sending you referrals all the time. Like if they know somebody, if they hear somebody doing something about real estate, boom, they call you up and say, hey, I got one for you. They're trained, right? And those are hot. So those are your existing relationships. How about the non-existing relationships? Those are things like farms, NOD lists, probate lists. You can go get, go look through the obits for probates, right? So those are mailing lists, right? And then, so those are non-existing relationships. And how are you going to convert those into existing relationships? Are you going to try and do it over the internet? Or are you going to do it at the front door? That's faster, right? You could do it over the phone. That's faster, right? You could do it through the mail. You could wait for a referral, right? Those are ways of converting non-existing relationships into existing relationships. And in real estate, if you're going to thrive, you've got to be in the relationship business. And to the degree that the existing relationships in your life are warm and hot and trained, you're doing well. Right? And to the degree that you're really good at converting non-existing people into existing people, whether it's over the internet or at the door or over the phone, you're doing well. That's it. Right? So I'm just keeping things simple for you. So let's do this. I'm going to show you a picture of a tree here. Okay? Just to change the image between our ears forever going forward. Okay? That's an apple tree. Okay, but I want you to think about that apple tree. Let's give it a name. Give it your friend's name, right? So I'm going to name that apple tree Tom. That's my buddy Tom Tien. That's a guy I surf with all the time. We play this game called Petanque. We train Aikido together. Good friend of mine. His name is Tom. He's an architect. Okay, so that tree is Tom. That's Tom Tree. And in Tom's branches, all those apples up there, those are a bunch of people that Tom knows that I don't know. Those are all the relationships in his life. Okay, so Tom is not just Tom. Tom is Tom and a whole bunch of other people. That's who Tom is. And in the branches of Tom's trees over the course of the next year, all those apples up there, there's going to be conversations happening amongst those apples. And Tom's listening to them. And there's conversations about divorce, which lead to a conversation about real estate. Right? Especially if you're a real estate divorce advisor, right? There's conversations about I owe more than my home is worth, or I owe more than my investment property is worth, and I don't know what to do. There's conversations about Aunt Nellie died. We've got this probate property. There's conversations about I got promoted and I'm moving up to Silicon Valley because I'm going to work for Google, and we got to buy a house up in Los Gatos, so I got to put my home on the market. There's conversations about all kinds of stuff happening up there in those tree branches. The question is, when those conversations are occurring, is Tom the tree hearing them and saying, hey, I got a guy for you. Here, let me call. I got someone you need to talk to. Is Tom doing that? If he is, he's a trained tree. All right, now here's the thing. I don't need an orchard with 1,000 trees. I just need 10. And each tree's got 100 apples in it. That's 1,000 people right there. If I'm a good tree farmer, if I go out there and I water my trees and I nurture my trees and take care of them, they're filling up my apple baskets all the time. 10 trees. Not 150 trees, 10. 10 trees can keep my apple baskets full if I'm a good farmer. All right, so I'm going to end this thing. We're done with PowerPoint presentations. All right, so welcome to this webinar, you guys. I'm recording it, and I'm going to post it over on my Facebook page. So if I'm coming at you like a fire hose, I know I am. It's because I've been up for a while, and I got a bunch of caffeine flowing through me, and I love what I'm talking about. Here's the thing. I don't need to sell you guys anything today or tomorrow or ever. And I still love the next hour that I'm going to spend with you because it's exciting to share this stuff with you because you can just take it and run with it. Just take it and run with it. And you can say, hey, that was awesome. Thanks, Chris. And then I'm thrilled with that result. Okay. So let me show you what I've been doing over here at Simple Listing Solutions to help agents get listings. Mostly short sales for the last 4 years. We've been just dominating it and helping agents get short sales. But watch this. You guys, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to take you over to a website right here, just a website. And this is found at san diego sell short.com. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to hit Control T, and I'm going to open up one more website right here. It's going to look very similar. And this one's going to be found at experthomeassist.com. It says this web page is not found, but now it's found. Okay. So it looks really similar. Here's one page. Here's one website, right? And let's just read the headline. It says, underwater on your Tarpon Springs home or investment property, can't afford the payments? I'll help you save it or get paid to avoid foreclosure through free government refinance, loan modification, and short sale programs. Right? And if they scroll down, they can watch this video. It says, hey, don't be afraid to get a free copy of my book. It'll tell you all the secrets to saving your home for free. Right? It's not a spam trap. I don't share your information with anybody. And then there's some pages up here, right? Get $45,000 to short sale, HARP 2.0 loan modification, half a short sales, deed in lieu, deficiency judgments, free home value report, free attorney consult, right? Home value calculator, right? Search the MLS, right? So this page right here, this website, right? And by the way, they can click on a little button up here and they can convert it into whatever language they speak, right? So if they speak, let's say they speak Greek, they can just come over here and they can translate the entire system into Greek, right? We're going to go back to English, okay? And then, in fact, we're going to leave this website altogether. We're going to take you over to that other one that looks really similar, right? We're not here anymore. We're leaving Tarpon Springs. Right. In fact, what I've done is it's the same exact website, but I push some buttons and change some things around. So now I've got a website. Let's look at this for a minute, right? Then we're going to leave. All right. So the short sale market here in Southern California dried up and went away, right? So my website right here, right, targeting short sales, I pushed a bunch of buttons and I changed it, right? And so now it says, now you can rest assured your 4S Ranch home sells for top dollar with a powerful marketing strategy designed for markets just like the one we're in right now. Warning, got money to burn? Many real estate salespeople would be happy to sell your home quickly so they can get paid and move on down the road to their next deal. But did you know that selling your home too quickly often means leaving thousands of dollars on the table? My video below explains the costliest mistake sellers are making right now and how to avoid it. Okay, so you had your home on the market in 4 days and you sold it and put it in escrow. Woohoo, I wonder how much money you left on the table. What do you mean? Well, you don't think that you exposed it to the whole market in 4 days, do you? I mean, I have got some buyers that have been dying to get into this neighborhood, but it's summertime. They're in Kona for 10 days. They're in Maui. Like, they're going to come back next week and they're going to pull their hair out that your home came on the market and sold in 4 days. They probably would have given you more money, but you'll never know because you sold your home in 4 days. Anyway, isn't that interesting? So what's 4S Ranch, Chris? I'm just going to bleed this conversation into something, you guys. What's 4S Ranch? It's a community in San Diego County with about 2,000 homes in it. Okay, so it's a farm area. Right? So this website is sort of designed to speak to the people in this farm area. And there's some pages on this website called Recent 4S Ranch Sales, 4S Ranch Homeowner Services, 4S Ranch Nosy Neighbors, 4S Ranch Expired Listings, 4S Ranch For Sale by Owners, Real Estate and Divorce, Probate Help, right? And some other pages I'm building. I can build any pages I want. Any pages I want. I can create forms. Any kind of form I want. But let me show you guys something. Let's go to Real Estate and Divorce. Right? If you come over here and you click on this, if I get my little picture that I drew out of the way, you're going to discover that I'm a real estate divorce advisor, right? And that if you're going through divorce and you've got a home that needs to be sold or investment properties that need to be unloaded through the divorce process, you probably want somebody like me on your team. In fact, it would behoove you to have somebody like me on your team. Okay, so I've positioned myself as a real estate divorce advisor. All right. By the way, I've also positioned myself as a foreclosure alternatives advisor as well as a certified short sale advisor. Right? I'm an advisor for all kinds of things. Right? I'm an expert for every niche. Okay, so over here on my website, how would they ever get here, Chris? Well, don't worry about that. Just know that I've got a page called Real Estate and Divorce that positions me as a divorce expert. Just know that I've got a page for probate help that positions me as the probate expert you want on your team. Okay? And also, just know that if you live in 4S Ranch and you had your home on the market and it expired, that's got to be frustrating. You know what? There's a website you can go to and you can see everybody else in 4S Ranch who had their home on the market and it expired over the last 2 years. You'll be shocked to discover some of them relisted and sold it with another brokerage. Go check it out. Right? Just know that if you live in 4S Ranch and you're thinking about selling your home on your own, I can help you. I can advertise your home on my website for free. I got a ton of 4S Ranch buyers coming over here. I've got a seller assist program, in fact. I'm going to give you a couple hundred flyers. I'm going to come take some video and some photos of your property. I'm going to make some Craigslist ads. And I'm going to either end up listing your property or bringing you the buyer. I don't care, but one way or another, I'm getting paid at least 3%. Okay. So just know that if you live in 4S Ranch, you got some nosy neighbors, and you might want to know what's going on right here. In fact, you might want to become one of them. Okay. And also just know that if you live in 4S Ranch, there's a bunch of local service providers that rock. I mean, they're in your neighborhood. They'll come keep your pool clean. They'll clean your windows. They'll landscape your yard. There's handymen. There's dry cleaners that'll deliver right to your house. These are the best pizza people in the neighborhood. You just need to know that they're local and they exist. And why am I letting you know? Because they give me money. What kind of money do they give me? The kind of money I use to send my newsletter and other mailing and stuff into 4S Ranch. Why? They're in it. But that's another conversation. So also just know this. I created a system a long time ago for right here in Southern California because I could for getting business. And what I would do is I would create these Craigslist ads that I'm going to show you guys in a minute, and I'd run them all over the country in major cities like New York, Chicago, Boston, Miami, Atlanta, San Francisco, LA. I'd run them in these big cities. And what I was looking for was executive home renters that were transferring to San Diego. And what I said was, hey, I specialize in helping executives find long and short-term home rentals in the communities of, and I named the most expensive communities, La Jolla, Rancho Santa Fe. Rents start at $5,000 a month and go all the way to $25,000 a month. I want you guys to know that the end result of those kinds of Craigslist campaigns around the country for me resulted in very nice rental commissions and fabulous new connections of people who said, hey, Chris, we're going to buy a home in a year. We're just getting here. I'm the CFO of a sunglass company. Hey, Chris, I'm just getting here. My wife's going to move out next month, and in a year we're going to be ready to buy a house, right? I just started this company. We make blue jeans up in L.A., but I'm living down, right? Those were the kind of people I was meeting. That's why I have an executive home rental page. That's why I built a form called San Diego Executive Home Finder, right? And I'll help you find a home in San Diego. Rents start at $4,500, right? That's just why I have this page here, okay? The reason I have a page here called Find My Del Mar Home, and the reason I'm going to build 10 more pages called Find My Cardiff Home, Find My Encinitas Home, Find My Solana Beach Home, Find My Mira Mesa Home, is because I can do something really cool like this. Look. Right here it says, you guys listen to the language. It says, a proactive agent with the right system can find the home you want even when it's not on the market. All right. So I want you guys to know something here. I don't like to work with buyers unless they're high-end buyers. They got a good solid down payment. They're ready to sign a buyer broker agreement and they're ready to go. Otherwise, I'm really not interested in working with the buyers. I want listings. Okay. But if you're a buyer that fits that category, let's go to work. Okay, and so in this market right now, tight inventory, right, limited inventory, ton of buyers. I'm not saying don't work with buyers. Go work with buyers. It's nice to have a great buyer right now. You can go do business all day long, right? This is how you get them. Okay, I'm going to show you how you get them. Find My Del Mar Home. All right, this page, because I can build any page I want with the stealth system, and I'm not a computer guy. I'm a real estate agent, right? And I built this page. Simply. And so did Ed Trivers and Sonny San Lorenzo and Larry Martin and Rick Geese and all kinds of real estate agents you guys can go talk to today building their own pages. But check this out. This page says, a proactive agent with the right system can find the home you want even when it's not on the market. Most real estate buyer agents will set you up with automated home updates matching your general search criteria that get sent to your inbox and then go look for another client. That's not me. In today's market of limited inventory and fierce competition, it's just not a winning game plan. In fact, I've found that sometimes the very best way to find the home you want is to go asking for it. That's right. When you know what you want and have the means to obtain it, I'll go looking for it. That means knocking on doors, sending letters, and leaving notes on the doorsteps of every home matching your needs. Is your agent doing that? If not, fill out the form right here, give me a call, and put me to work finding your Del Mar home. My team will walk, knock, and talk looking for the home you want and need, so put us on your team today. Right? How's that for copy? And then look. So, because you know what's happening. If there's somebody out there looking for a home in Del Mar right now, they're working with an agent who's doing just that, drip sending them updates and hoping they see something they like. All right. This says I'll find the perfect home for you even if it isn't on the market. Give me your first name, last name, daytime phone, evening phone, email address. Now, listen, I made this form. I could add as many questions as I want. I could make the questions be anything I want. Right? Purchase price range, 1 million to 2, 2 million to 3, 3 million to 4, 4 million and above. Notice that I don't have 100 to 500. Not interested. By the way, they don't exist in Del Mar. Right? You might find an $850,000 house in Del Mar, but you'd have to go looking for it, and so I'm not interested. right? If that's you, if you want to be in Del Mar and you got $750,000 to spend, go talk to another agent. I don't have time. It doesn't exist. Right? You think it does, and it might once in a while, but I'm not looking for it. Right? So I make the rules. Purchase time frame, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, other. Right? And then look what I added. I just thought, if financing is required, are you fully approved? I want to know. Right? And then, will you sign an exclusive buyer broker agreement? Yes or no? What's the best time to call you? Submit. Now, I want you guys to know that with this Stealth System website I'm showing you, if I wanted to, I could create a little email drip campaign that would be attached to this thing. So when they click submit, it'll just start dripping on them. It's very easy. All right? It's very easy. Okay, so what I'm showing you guys right here is just a website, and we're going to leave it alone now. It's just a website. It's just a website that converts into any language. Like your prospect can just come over here and say, okay, turn it into Persian, right? Turn it into Persian. And then it just converted into Persian. Okay, there you go, right? Let's go back to English, right? And of course you can link your IDX up or link your blog over here. You can do all kinds of things. All right, so now a while ago I showed you a short sale version, right? And then I said the market changed, so I pushed some buttons and I changed my website. So let me show you what I did, and then I'm going to show you guys some letters. I'm going to show you some Craigslist ads, right? In fact, look at this. Here's a Craigslist ad I just posted this morning, right? $4,500, 4-bedroom, Del Mar, 4-bedroom, ocean view. Now, this is not a real listing. The inventory's tight. How do I drive traffic? Right? How do I drive traffic to find my Del Mar home? I run a Craigslist ad. 4-bedroom, Del Mar, Del Mar executive 4-bedroom. I mean, so this is for the rental page, right? So how do I drive traffic to the rental page? But same thing for the other page. Del Mar executive 4-bedroom ocean view homes for rent. Looking for a home to rent in San Diego in a hurry. I specialize in helping relocating executives and their families find and secure long or short-term housing in Del Mar. Right? I can also find, and the reason I put this other stuff in here is for SEO, right? I wrote, I can also find Rancho Santa Fe homes for rent, Solana Beach homes for rent, La Jolla homes for rent, Encinitas homes for rent, Cardiff by the Sea homes for rent, right? And then I wrote, click anywhere on this ad for free help finding your perfect home. So remember that, right? I created this ad and I wrote, click on it, right? The way the system is set up, if they click on it, it will take them exactly to executive home rental page. From Craigslist, they'll arrive on this page. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some things here. Okay, we're going to look at some letters and some Craigslist ads and some stuff for going after divorce and some probate, right, and some other tools. All right, so here's my website. I can do anything I want to it, change the color, change my brokerage, do whatever I want. Sky's the limit. Build 1,000 pages. In fact, Control T. Let's go over here to Michigan. Let's go look back. Let's hit Michigan like this. Here we go. This is a RE/MAX agent out in Michigan, right? Real nice guy, Rick. He's been a client of mine for a couple of years here. And look, he's built all of these pages to his website. He just keeps going. He's doing business. What kind of business is Rick Geese with RE/MAX out in Michigan doing? Divorce business, probate business, short sale business, right? So, can't make that up. So I'm just showing you this because he's got a bunch of pages going on over here. All right, so we're going to leave Rick. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to log in over here. I'm going to click log in. And right here, I'm just going to log into my back office here, San Diego home team, right? And I'm just going to put in my password here, just like that, submit, and I'm just logged into my back office. Okay, it's the back office behind this website. All right, let's just close this one. So it's the back office behind this website. So if you came over here and you ordered anything from me, I've got a CRM back here, right? It's called my lead center, right? And you'd be back here, right? You get back here getting dripped on if there's an automated drip mail campaign going on, right? You'd be in my lead center, right? But don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about the lead center. Instead, I'm going to come over here and click on my letter library. Okay, and I'm going to say, well, what do I want to go after? Do I want to go after divorce listings? Because if I do, I know where to get the lists, and I've got the letters to mail them, right? I've got letter number 1, letter number 2, letter number 3, letter number 4. If their property's upside down, I got my short sale, I got my divorce letter to upside down divorce prospects, letter number 1, letter number 2, right? Probate prospects, same thing. Center of influence letters, farm letters. So I've got my letter library back here. Okay.
let's look at divorce letter number 3. Let's just say you're that deep into the campaign, you're sending out the 3rd letter. You know that all you have to do is open it up because it's a Word document, right? You're going to open it up and you're going to edit it and make it your own by putting in your logo. You know, maybe just copy and paste it onto your letterhead or change the address and the name, right? So let's look at what this letter says. From the desk of, you just type in your name, click Enable Editing. This says, if you think Zillow is wrong, you're probably right. There's a much better way to find out how much you put in the name of their neighborhood home, would sell for in today's market, right? So, dear, boom, boom, boom. Now you can find out how much your would sell for in today's market, how long it would take for you to sell it, right? If you're considering, I'm not going to read this whole letter to you guys. And then they get down here, they see that, oh, that's interesting. The guy's a real estate foreclosure alternatives advisor and a real estate divorce advisor. So that's a little bit of a soft introduction of the divorce, but let's go down here to the divorce letter number 4. Save. And I'm just going to open this up. I shouldn't even be showing you guys all of my letters, but I'm going to, right? So what do new babies and divorce have in common? What? Right? What do new babies and divorce have in common? I'm not going to read that. I'm going to throw it away. Yeah, right. Okay, so dear, whatever their name is, the answer for me was radical change. It happens all the time. Yesterday our life was that way, and now it's about to be something entirely new and different. If you or someone you know is facing radical change and needing some rock-solid real estate advice about moving up or moving out, I can help. My experience, training, and certification as a real estate divorce advisor means that you or anyone you might refer to me who's considering divorce and has a home or investment property to sell can count on experience and know-how, right? So that's what we're going through. And then it says, and here's something interesting. Anyway, you guys. So you got a letter library, right, in the back office, right? So let's talk about that. Forget the letters, right? Forget Craigslist ads. Forget, in fact, I don't want to forget because I'm going to show you guys something, right? Right? Craigslist ads, a bunch of them that I could point to any page of my site, right? I made some ads this morning, right? And you saw one of them. I'm just going to scroll through these images. You guys will, I'll stop, and in a minute you guys will stop being dizzy, right? But I got a lot of images in here. Okay, so here's some Craigslist ads, right? And what I can do when I create a Craigslist ad, because it's very easy, right? I can just watch a little video that shows me how to create a Craigslist ad that looks just like this. I upload it into what I call the back office of my website, so it appears in this area, and then I decide which page to point it at. So, for example, this ad, Del Mar Executive Homes for Rent, I just say, you know what, that needs to be pointed to my Executive Home Rentals page. So I click on that. And then this code right here, I just take it. I say copy, and I go paste it into Craigslist. This ad appears. When people click on it, it takes them exactly to my rental page. Alternatively, I can make an ad, Del Mar, 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, ocean view, for sale, right? Click, find my Del Mar home, right? So in a market with tight inventory, I could sit down and I could make 4 different Craigslist ads. Del Mar, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, ocean view. Del Mar, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Del Mar, 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Del Mar, 5-bedroom plus, right? Like I can make 4 or 5 different Craigslist ads. I could put them all on Craigslist, and every time people click on them, they land on Find My Del Mar Home. All right, and then they realize, because they're going there because they've been looking for a home for a while, and they read this: a proactive agent can find the home even when it's not on the market. Hey, our agent's just been sending us properties forever, hasn't found us anything. Look, I'm willing to go sign a buyer broker agreement and go to work with this guy. He's going to go door knocking for us. Right. And remember, I can build as many pages as I want. So I build pages for every city, every town, every community. I don't just have to use Craigslist. Right. I can go to a gated community like Trilogy that's got 1,000 homes in it, and I could put corrugated plastic signs out and around that community over the course of a weekend that say Trilogy, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, right? www.mytrilogyhome.com. Right? And I could go get that URL and I could point it to this page, right? Because I could point as many domain names to this website as I want, right? So I could have www.findmydelmarhome.com pointed to this page, right? So there's all kinds of ways I could drive buyers over here. That's easy, right? The thing is, are they buyers working in the price range that I'm willing to work with them in? And are they buyers willing to sign a buyer broker agreement? Because if they are, hey, I'll go to work for them. Because a great way to get listings in this market is to have the buyer, right? Is to have the buyer. So it's to build a page for a particular community. Find my coral, covehome.com. Run a bunch of Craigslist ads. You get people saying, yeah, we want a Coral Cove. If you go, da, da, da. And then now you got the buyers. Now it's very easy to mail into Coral Cove, call into Coral Cove, door knock in Coral Cove, right? Because you got a reason. So there's all kinds of things, right, that I'm doing over here on this website. Okay, so what I've done is I've created a system. Let me just get to the top of this here. What I've done is I've created a system where a real estate agent could literally say, okay, I want to be a real estate divorce advisor. I want to be a probate expert. I want to be a foreclosure alternatives advisor who wrote the book on short sales. I want to be all those things, right? Give me the books, give me the tools, give me the postcards, give me the door hangers, give me the direct response letter campaigns, give me the Craigslist ads, give me the Facebook plugins, give me everything I need to target a farm area and to target all those people. And I'd say, okay, it's all in your back office ready to go, right? Here's your letter library, right? Let's click on Customize Website menu, right? And so you don't want all of these pages to appear on your website. Okay, you don't want to be a real estate divorce advisor and a probate expert anymore? No problem. Let's just go over here and take real estate and divorce away, right? We'll put it down here. Let's take the probate page away. We'll put it right down here, right? And you want to be more of a short sale person? Okay, let's get up to $30,000 in a fresh start, and let's bring that over. And let's put it right here underneath Free Home Value Report. And let's also bring over HARP 2.0 Refinance Help. And let's put it right there as well. And now let's just click Save Changes. Okay. And now let's come back and let's just refresh. And you'll see that, well, we just changed everything here as soon as the page refreshes. All right. Refresh. Right. So now I've got get up to $30,000 in a fresh start. HARP 2.0 Refinance Help. Right. You see how that works. Right. So do I have this page built over here, get up to $30,000 in a fresh start? Yeah, I sure do. Look, Bank of America pays up to $30,000 in relocation assistance to upside down and delinquent owners who short sale. How much will your lender pay? I'll help you stay in your home as long as possible and help fight to get you as much cash as possible for your fresh start. Now, can I always get them $30,000 from Bank of America? No. Can I always get them money? No. But if it's available, I will. Right? So that's how easy it is to say, nah, the short sales are all dried up. I'm not doing short sales anymore. Let's get rid of this short sale stuff and let's turn on my divorce campaign, right? Let's bring over, let's put that probate page right back. We're going to put it right there. And let's bring over the fact that I'm a real estate divorce advisor and let's put it right back there. And let's click Save Changes. And let's just put things back to the way they were, okay? So that's how this system over here works. I'm going to go back to the home page. All right. And it's very easy for you to create pages, my listings, whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit from the back office, right? From the back office, I could just say I'm going to create a new page, customize website content, right? Come down here. Okay, add a new page. What do you want the page to be, right? And by the way, these pages, in terms of SEO, every page you can name the page, you give it a meta tag title, meta tag description, right? There's a reason for that. You can point your own domain, whatever you want, to every single page. There's a reason for that. Okay, watch this. Let's talk about something else. Let's say download the monthly newsletter. I'm going to click download the September edition of the welcome mat, right, in 11 by 17 format so I can just print it and send it out to my center of influence, right, to my center of influence. So a customizable newsletter, right, that I could customize. I could put my lender in there so he pays the postage for me every month. Why would I pay the postage? I don't want to pay the postage. I don't pay postage, right? I'll use EDDM, Every Door Direct Mail, to send this thing out every month, right, to my center of influence, right? That's what it looks like. Here's the inside pages. This is the welcome mat, right? And it's so easy, this newsletter. All I have to do is put my mailing label right here, right? Mailing label goes right there in 2 folds. It goes out in the mail the size of a large postcard, right? And it says, thanks for not keeping me a secret. Your referrals are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go get a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Short Sales, at my website. Go get a free home value report at my website. This month inside my newsletter, there's all kinds of fun things happening, right? Thanks, courtesy of Chris Silveda. I don't have to do anything. This is September edition. Open it, print, and send. Now, if I want to, I could remove this section called This Month in History, and I could put my lender right here and loan programs, and I could remove this section and change this free report that I'm offering. I could do whatever I want to this newsletter, but it's done for me. It's just done. Right. So now let's talk about what I call peanut butter prospecting for a second, because you don't ever want to just send a newsletter out to your center of influence for referrals all by itself. Right? You want to insert a letter into it every month, ideally a handwritten letter or something that you typed up. Right? It goes out in your newsletter. Right? So what kind of letters would you insert into your newsletter before you send it out to your apple trees? Right? Your apple orchard, remember your apple trees that have 100 different apples inside their branches every month. Like if you want to orchestrate referrals and not hang out and wait for an apple to fall out of a tree, but if you want to shake the tree, you send it a newsletter every month and you put a letter in it. What kind of letter? Dear friends, newsflash, banks and mortgage lenders have begun to modify underwater home loans at the fastest pace since the housing market meltdown. The state's attorneys general's lawsuits have finally begun to have an effect, and banks are trying desperately to avoid more fines and penalties. Do you know friends, family, or colleagues underwater on their home or mortgage or facing foreclosure? I can help, and my services are 100% free. Thanks for not keeping me a secret, right? Thanks, Chris Silveda, your certified foreclosure alternatives advisor. There's the great seal, certified short sale advisor. It doesn't say CDPE because they don't know what that means. Sounds like a division of the IRS. What does that mean? Some people might, but you know what? I asked my mom years ago, Mom, do you know what a CDPE is? What? CDPE? I don't know, is that something from when you were in the Army? No, never mind. Right. So certified short sale advisor, that's pretty clear. Foreclosure alternatives advisor, that's pretty clear. Right. So I could insert that into my newsletter. Right. But what about next month when I send my newsletter out to my center of influence? Right. What do I want to tell them that month? What do I want to tell my apple orchard every month? I want to say something. Dear friends, if you know someone wants to sell their home, I'm pretty sure I know someone who wants to buy it. Can you connect us? Just a reminder that I can help anybody you know get top dollar in this market with a unique and a powerful selling strategy. Want to know how it works? Call me anytime and I'll be happy to explain this great way for sellers to rest assured they're getting the highest and the best price possible for their home or investment. Thanks for not keeping me a secret, right? Thanks for not keeping me a secret. So, okay, great. That's Chris. Next month, I'm going to send my newsletter out. What should I insert into it? I don't know. Let me give you an idea, right? Let me give you an idea. Let me just give you 12 ideas so you've got an idea for every single month. Just stick it into your newsletter and send it out to your apple trees, right? Look at this one. Dear friends, I recently helped a really neat couple sell their home of 35 years, and it wasn't easy. They had an older two-story home on a large tree-covered lot where they'd obviously developed lots of fond memories together over the years, and they really didn't want to move. Their problem was that the property was getting harder and harder to maintain, and they found themselves living mostly downstairs as they grew tired of the daily climbs. They're now comfortable and cozy in a lovely single-level home with a fantastic garden and a tiny manicured front yard that's easy for Jim to keep up with. I can help anybody you know in a similar situation do the same thing, so thanks for not keeping me a secret. Right? Boom. So every month, you guys, when I log into my back office, right, and I say, okay, I'm going to go send out my newsletter this month. It's done for me. I don't have to do anything. I just have to open it up and print it out, right? And when I print it out, I'm going to fold it up and I'm going to stick one of these letters in it and I'm going to put my signature on it. Why am I going to do that? Because I want to remind my center of influence, my apple orchard, every month who I am and what I do. I'm a real estate divorce advisor. So if you hear anybody that's going through a divorce, thanks for not keeping me a secret. I can help them. I'm a foreclosure alternatives advisor. So if you know anybody that owes more in their home than it's worth, thanks for not keeping me a secret. I can help them. Listen, in fact, I wrote a book. It's called The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales, right? I'd love to send you a free copy of my book. You can send it to them. I may not be the best agent for them, but once they read my book, right, they'll know how to go find the best expert for them. They'll know how to deal with the bank. They'll know what to do next. Just let me send you a copy of it. It's free. Right. So what I've done over here, downloads. You can click downloads. Download the books. There's the short sale ebook. There's the fight foreclosure ebook, and there's the short sale ebook in Spanish. You could come down here and say, hey, I'm going to download this business card. I'm going to start using this business card that Chris created for me because there's a bunch of short sales in my market, and it's a brilliant card. It makes a ton of sense, right? It makes a ton of sense to have a business card like this. You can sell your home for less than you owe the bank, avoid foreclosure, save your credit, and learn to pay all the sales costs for free. Let me show you how. Get a free copy of my book. Just go to my website. Go download a free copy. Right? You can have your RE/MAX balloon on the other side. right? Right. This is direct response. Hey, Chris, thanks for your idea. I took 3 of these business cards, I stuck them in a little thank you note, and I sent them out to my center of influence saying, thanks for not keeping my new book a secret, and I got some referrals. Right. So what I've done, look, business cards in English and Spanish, door hangers, postcards, direct response letters. Let me show you guys. I'm going to talk to you about this tear sheet letter for a second because I want you to get not so much the letter, but the concept. I'm going to open up a letter that I've got here. Download the Fight Foreclosure tear sheet. Download the tear sheet in Spanish. I don't want it in Spanish. Where's my English version of the tear sheet? Fight Foreclosure tear sheet. Don't worry about it. We're not going to look at the tear sheet right now. What we're going to talk about, though, is the concept. Let's go over here. Your flyer boxes, you guys, when you take a listing, your flyer box is a salt lick. All the neighborhood homeowners are deer. They come over there and they lick a flyer right out of it. Therefore, if the purpose of a listing is to get another one, and it is, right, you need to leverage your flyer box, right? So what are you putting on the reverse side of your property flyers that when the neighborhood homeowners come and take your flyer to see how much the home is selling for, they turn it over and they read it and they go, oh, wow. Right? What are you doing with your inventory when you hold it open because the purpose of the listing is to get another one? What are you doing to ensure all the neighborhood homeowners come to your open house and hang out and meet you and leave with something in their hand that makes them say, wow, right? That's unique. Right? What are you doing? Are you leveraging your inventory, right, through open houses? Like when you take a listing, do you make a just listed flyer and hand deliver it, knocking on doors? Right? When you hold it open, do you hand deliver? Then open house today, come on by and give them a reason to come. Hey, nice to meet you. Here you go. Come on by. Like when it's just sold, do you knock on 100 doors? Just want to let you know we sold the property down the street. We had 22 offers in the first 10 days. What? 22 offers? What's your name? Right. Are you doing that? Because if you are, then you're converting. Because listings come from relationships. Right. Now, if you want letters to send to divorce lists, I'll show you where to get the lists and I'll give you the letters to send them. And people will come over here and they'll say, yep, you're an expert, right? But you also want to be letting your apple orchard know, hey, listen, if you know people that are going through divorce, I've got some unique experience around that. I can help them in real estate, right? If you guys want to mail to probate people, I'll give you the letters. I'll tell you where to find the lists. I'll tell you how to team up with attorneys, right? I'll tell you how to team up with the divorce attorneys. I'll tell you how to team up with attorneys to help you guys pay for your postage, you know, to incorporate them right into your page. Why couldn't you have their logo and the picture of your attorney over here? Sure you could. Sure you could. Now, you guys, this Forest Ranch Homeowner Services, these vendors right here, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. Right here where I download the monthly newsletter, where I download and send out my newsletter every month, I've got another tool called my Homeowner Service Center. I'll show you what it looks like. It's a one-page piece of paper. It's just a one-page piece of paper. And the same way I insert a handwritten letter or something printed on like a typed letter on my letterhead into my newsletter when I send it out to my center of influence. Okay, well, check it out. If I'm sending my newsletter into my farm area, you know what I stick in it? My Homeowner Service Center. Here's the cover page, right? And here's the other side. There's my businesses, the same businesses that you saw on my website. Right? And it's very easy for me to open it up and modify it. I put in my name and my info. I put in my photo. That's not me, of course. I put in my logo, and I've got this whole field right here. And then I put in my businesses. What businesses? My landscaper, my handyman, my lender, my divorce. I put them all in here. Now, why do I do that? I say because homeowner services, pool cleaners, window cleaners, landscapers, handyman, title person, lender person. I send my newsletter into Forest Ranch every month. I send it out to 1,000 homes a month. Right? If you want to be the pool cleaner, if you want to be the window cleaner, if you want to be the dog groomer, if you want to be the lender, if you want to be the landscaper, if you want to be the termite people, right? In my newsletter on my website, if you want to be them, it's $35 a month. It's $50 a month, right? I need a 6-month commitment from you up front, right? And so now I have vendors paying my postage, right? And they're my part of my strategic alliance, but they're a lot more than strategic alliance that pays my postage. They're business owners in the area that now they're very impressed with me as a real estate broker. They say, wow, this is really cool what you do, and you're pretty savvy. And they get my newsletter in the mail every month. Right? They all need a realtor. Right? Because I'm in the relationship business, remember? This is not, when I go out and find 12 businesses, I'm not going out and finding 12 people to help pay the postage. I'm going out and creating 12 new relationships. I'm expanding my center of influence in a way that positions me as a really savvy real estate professional. That's what I do, right? This is not a task to get done. Oh, how quickly can I go get 12 businesses? This is the purpose of my day. The purpose of my day is to go expand my center of influence, bringing new people into it, strategic people, not homeless people, right? I love homeless people. I've got compassion for them, but they're not going to do anything for my real estate career, right? Who do I want to bring into my center of influence? Business owners are great. Why? They got money. Not only that, these kind of business owners, they interface with homeowners in my market all day long. Like the pool cleaner, he's got 100 homeowners already. They own pools. I'd love to be the guy, the realtor they're talking about in the backyard when he's cleaning the pool. I got this realtor. I'm doing some co-branding stuff. He's got this really cool website and he's marketing this newsletter. Really neat guy. Oh, really? Because we're thinking about selling. Oh, yeah, you should talk. Right. I want my vendors talking about me. Right. I'm in business like Toyota Motors. I'm not in business like Tommy Ten's donut shop. Right. We're Ford Motors over here. We're getting it done. Right? I'm building a practice. And in order to do that, I don't need a website from, I'm sorry, Z57 or Z58 or whatever that company is called. It's pretty. Community information, search for homes. Anybody can do that. Right? I need a website I can change. Why? Because I change brokerages. I might quit. I might get mad at my broker. I might say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm going to come down here and display branding. I'm leaving. I'm going from C21. I'm going to go over here to Keller Williams or to Remax or to Prudential. I'm just going to click a button and I'm going to change my website to a completely new brokerage. And if I get tired of 4S Ranch, you know what? I'm going to quit them too. How am I going to do that? I'm going to say customize website content. I'm going to go right over here to my home area, my home page. I'm going to click edit. Right? 4S Ranch. There it is. Now I'm going to say, sorry, 4S Ranch. Right? I'm not an HTML computer programmer. Good thing I don't need to know how to do that. I just need to know how to work in Microsoft Word. I'm going to type in my new farm area, San Alejo Hills, right? San Alejo Hills. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click Submit. And it was that easy, right? It was that easy. So let's go back here and let's just refresh. And we can say buy, right, in the headline to 4S Ranch, although I must have just changed the other site unexpectedly. Let's go look. I changed the headline on somebody's website without a shadow of a doubt. So as a realtor, boy, whose website did I just change? Recent 4S Ranch sales. That was interesting. Which page is this? Oh, wrong homepage. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I did change my homepage, and it is that interesting, but I just changed a different page that's not on the menu. But so here's what you guys need to know. Editing pages, inserting videos, inserting images. Like if you want to create your own pages, it's very easy, right? Rick Geese with Remax did it, right? Sunny San Lorenzo down in the Florida Keys, she does it, right? Larry Martin, right over here, Larry Martin out in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Larry Martin's, he's going to do 100 transactions this year, Realty Executives guy. He'll do 100 transactions this year. Right? So you can do it. You can do it. So what I've created at Simple Listing Solutions is a website. Change the colors, change your brokerage, add any pages you want, or use the pages that I'm creating for you, right? And as I add these pages, I throw them in your back office on your template, like, because I create new pages all the time. But look, executive home rentals, you can create forms. I created this form, and it was not difficult. From my back office, look, I've got a link right here that says customize website forms, right? I can just click on that and I can create a form. Form name, what do I want my new form to be, right? My new form is going to be whatever I name it, right? Fields, I can just enter fields. I'm going to click on this so we can look, right? So you can see the fields that I entered when it's really easy to build forms and then insert them onto a page. Right. So I can customize my website. I can change the menu around, move pages back and forth, add forms. There's automated drip campaigns already tied in. I can create new ones if I want to. My newsletter exists back here. It's called the Welcome Mat. I can send it out every month, personalized, my photo, my logo, all my stuff on it. It's a beautiful newsletter. And I don't even need to do anything. I just need to click download and print. Right. My tools are back here. Right? I've got all kinds of postcards for going after short sale listings, door hangers, direct response letters for going after probate, divorce, right? The notes to duplicate and stick into my my newsletter to send out to my center of influence. It's just done, right? And in multiple languages. Right? What do I have to do? Well, you can come back here and you can click on the Click Training Video Library, right? And you can come back here and learn how to work YouTube for free as a realtor. Like you can learn how to go use your smartphone and walk through a house like I did and take a 20-minute, not a 20-minute, like a 2 or 3-minute virtual tour, right? And have it on the first page of Google in 30 minutes. I'm not kidding. In 30 minutes, you'd have it on the first page of Google. Solana Beach, 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with swimming pool. Google, front page, front and center, first position, first page, right? Click, there's your video, right? So you could just come back here and you could just watch the YouTube training, right here, YouTube marketing for realtors, just watch it, right? How to create a custom email signature so that, P.S., click here for a free copy of my book, The Homeowner's Guide to Real Estate Short Sales, and have a picture of your book right there, right? Creating Craigslist ads so when people click on them, it just takes them to any page that you want them to arrive at. Image ads, right from your back office, right? Or you can use the Craigslist ads that I create for you because I also make them for you. They're right in your back office, right here underneath Craigslist ads. Like let's look at some of these HARP 2.0. Right. HARP 2.0 Craigslist ads. The reason I make HARP 2.0 Craigslist ads is because I point them to my HARP 2.0 help page where they go and they meet my mortgage broker. The reason I do that is because I understand that 10 out of 10 short sale salmon begin life as a loan modification minnow that doesn't want to talk about a short sale. So I talk to them about how I can help you save your home. Come on over here and talk to my lender. And then my lender says, yeah, you qualify, and he helps them save their home, and they're really happy. And then they get my newsletter, and they're an advocate. Or my lender says, sorry, you don't qualify. And then they say, well, what do we do now? And then my lender says, well, you get foreclosed on, or you call Chris and he helps you short sell your home and maybe even get paid. Oh, right. And it's a conversion. He can just sends them right back to me. It's a symbiotic relationship. Right. So this ad, same thing. I just point it to my HARP 2.0 help page, right? My HARP 2.0 help page where they're going to go meet my mortgage lender, HARP 2.0 refinance help, right? I point it to that page and then I just copy, paste right into Craigslist. Right? And then they'll arrive at the page I want them to arrive at. Right? So what I do and what we do, not just myself, at Simple Listing Solutions, it's an ever-evolving thing, quite frankly. But let's go over here to my website. I've got a lot of agents, right, that you guys can go talk to, and they'll tell you for less than $40 a month, for less than a tank of gas every single month, there's no better investment that you could make in your real estate career than Simple Listing Solutions, right? Because we keep bringing new tools every month, new tools every week, new tools, new technology upgrades, right? What I do is I arm agents with a stealth website. You can do anything you want with it, right? And then I give you the postcards, I give you letters, I give you everything you need, Craigslist ads, Facebook plugins, right? And new systems all the time for generating business. And I'll tell you, there's an agent that I was just on the phone with yesterday for an hour. He's a credentialed agent down in Coronado Island. He's here in San Diego, and he's done 10 times the amount of business I've ever done, and I know it, and he knows it. He could go on and look at my numbers, right? He's signing up. Right? I was just talking to an agent last week in San Antonio, Texas, a big fish. Chris, I used to be a big shooter with Remax. I did a bunch of business, and then I got myself a couple Jiffy Lube franchises. And then it took me a few years, but now I got my Jiffy Lubes up and running like a Swiss clock, and they manage themselves. And I want to get back into real estate because the market's turning around. And so I'm going to go back to my Remax brokerage here, but I want to know what should I do? How should I enter the market? So this is a big fish with a couple Jiffy Lubes. You know what I said? And I'm going to share this with you guys. I said, well, here's what you do. You take your Jiffy Lubes and you have a senior Sunday, right, where seniors get to come through and get their oil changed for free. And you're going to stand there and meet them all as they come through. Give them a donut and a hot chocolate if you want, and hand them your newsletter and let them know who you are and that you're a senior specialist over at Remax. And what we're going to do is we're going to make you a page, Senior San Antonio Senior Specialist, right? And we're going to position you as a senior specialist in San Antonio. And you're going to kill it. And he couldn't even wait to get off the phone with me and get started. In fact, I'm coming up with a bunch of senior letters right now and some branding for you guys. I'm going to add a whole new campaign. So not only do you have probate, divorce covered, fsbos. Oh, we would show you guys how to get. Let me just show you guys how to get an expired listing. Right? You get on the phone with them. Let's not use this page because I deleted my form. I had a video and a form right here. Let's talk about for sale by owners. Do I have that page? I don't have that page set up yet either. But let's talk about it anyway. Okay, expired listings. If you're an expired listing, your home was on the market and it didn't sell, you're frustrated. First and foremost, you're frustrated. Okay, the fastest way to get those people, quite frankly, is on the phone. And agents that do really well with expires, they call them up right away. They call them up right, and these are agents that eat nails for breakfast. It's no big deal, right? They understand that, yeah, the guy's going to be mad and he's going to yell at me and stuff, and then when he's done yelling at me, he's going to say, hey, I'm sorry, it's not your fault. And I'm going to say, I know, you're ready to sell your home, and then I'm going to go out there and make an appointment, right? But, you know, not every agent wants to do that, right? Another great way to get expired listings is to contact them over the phone, at the door, through the mail, right? Leave a note at the door, right? You contact them the best way that fits your personality, your budget, right? But contact them nonetheless. And what you're going to communicate to them is this message. And the message is this: you had your home on the market and it didn't sell, and I know that that's got to be frustrating. There's a web page you can go to, and you can see all the other homes over the last 24 months that were on the market in your neighborhood that expired. Right. You're going to be shocked to discover that some of them actually relisted with another brokerage and sold. In some cases, at a higher list price. You can go see them at www. And if you communicate that to an expired listing, I promise you, the expired listing is going to go look. They're going to go there. Okay. And when they go there, what will you have? Well, you ought to have what they're looking for, but you also want to convert them. Right, and so I deleted something here accidentally, but I'll show you guys what I have here. Right, it says Forest Ranch expired listing history. I had a form and a video. Right, if they want or more detailed information, they could just fill out the form. I'd be happy to send it to them, or if they want to schedule an appointment with me. And I had a video. Hi, I'm Chris. You know, you had your home on the market. Lovely way to convert. But anyway, I deleted it. Anyhow, look what they've got here. This 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,576 estimated square foot home was originally listed for $789 back in June of 2012. After 103 days on the market, it was withdrawn. The home was relisted with a new brokerage in February 2013 for $770 and sold for $778.5 after just 27 days market time. Closing escrow on March 31st. Right. So, and here's the bullet pointed. Expired after 103 days on the market, listed with several price reductions from $799 to $785, relisted at $770 and sold for $778. Right? Click here for a virtual tour of this property. So I had a video of me, and it's easy to insert and rebuild the page. Right? But so how do I get those people to come here? Right? What would be a good thing I could stick in the mail? And then let me show you guys something. You see my website right here? Just look at the website. Now I'm going to take a pen, right? I'm going to take a yellow marker, and I'm going to draw a picture, right? So you guys can see this picture. I'm drawing a picture around my website right there. Website, sorry, I ran into my speaker. Okay, now I'm going to scroll down. So I'm drawing a picture. I want you to know that I'm drawing a picture of the area that I'm going to print, right? I'm going to print my newsletter out on a piece of paper. I mean, my website out on a piece of paper, right? So actually, my website itself will become the mailing piece. Right, I'll print it out on an 11 by like a legal paper, right? And it says, by the way, I didn't read this bottom content to you. Let me show you this down here. It says, make me the last agent you interview, and I'll reveal marketing secrets I can't share here. And I'm going to give you one of those marketing secrets before we hang up here in a minute. It says, you can take my ideas and strategies for selling your home and share them with the expert who best matches your personality and style. All I ask is that you give me a chance to explain what the others won't, because they either don't know or because they feel it's not in their personal best interest. Right? Your best interest is my only interest when it comes to selling your home. My easy exit listing agreement allows you to rest easy. Cancel our listing agreement at any time and for any reason if you're not satisfied with my performance. My sole purpose is to serve your best real estate interests by helping you obtain top dollar in the least amount of time with the least amount of stress. Right? In order to do this successfully, I'll need you to want me on your team. If you ever feel your best interest would be served by canceling the listing agreement, you just let me know and it's done. Pretty simple. And then it says down here, a whole lot more than a sign in the yard and some simple pictures on the MLS. Allowing potential buyers to scratch your home off their interest list without ever seeing it in person is costly. These days, nearly 100% of first showings happen online, which means in order to get top dollar for your home, it must be shown in its very best light to the most amount of people, right? So anyway, this tells a little bit of a story here. And now I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to print it out on a piece of paper. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys something that really works in the mail. Okay, so I'm going to print this out on a piece of paper. And what I could do is I could insert or insert, I could stick a little Post-it note right here, Post-it note, okay? And I could write a little message on that Post-it note, right, before I fold this thing up and stick it in an envelope, right? And on this little Post-it note right here, right, I'm going to write my message, right, and I'm going to say, essentially, check this out if they're an expired listing, okay? If they're a FSBO, of course, it's going to say, check this out, and I'm going to draw with the pen, I'm going to circle it, right? Check this out, right? And then on the back side of this piece of paper, I'm going to write a note to them. And I can fold this thing up, stick it in an envelope, and I can mail it right to my Forest expired or right to my new FSBO that just came on the market, right? And now, what they're going to read on the backside, if they're a FSBO, is they're going to read about my seller assist campaign, why it's free, and how come they're not doing it. It's a great thing to take advantage of. I'll be stopping by to talk to them about it, right? Forest Ranch expired listing, what they're going to read on the back is, hey, listen, go over here and see everybody else has happened to in Forest Ranch, right? So what do I mail? It's done. That's what you mail. What do I say? It's done. That's what you say. How do you give it to them? You can go over to the house and stick it in the crack of the door. You can mail it to them. You can call them up on the phone, and you can say those words, right? But I'll show you guys. If you want to get expireds, I'll help you. You want FSBOs? I'll help you, right? Divorce? I'll help you. You want probates? I'll help you. And if you want short sales, I'll help you. And if you want to go after a farm area, I'll help you, right? And if you want to start shaking your apple trees every month, I'll help you. Right? I've got all the tools are right in your back office, and I've got different ways to show you how to do it. And I've got so many different ideas, you know, to match your budget, your market, your personality that are working today, right, for going out and getting listings, right? And so, Chris, I don't have any inventory. Okay, can you borrow some from an agent in your office? I'm going to show you what to do this weekend, right? Get a bunch of people over there and what you're going to do. Okay, so this is what we're doing over here at Simple Listing Solutions. Right, we're helping agents do all of this stuff, and we're doing really pretty cool artwork too. I almost don't want to get rid of all those drawings; look kind of neat, right? So, magic website, do anything you want to it, and it's got a back office behind it with all the letters, postcards, door hangers, Craigslist campaigns, and stuff for going after probate listings, divorce listings, FSBO listings, expired listings, farm areas, center of influence. All right, it's pretty easy. It's pretty turnkey, and it's done in all languages. Right, and it's $39 a month. And I know that you guys can't even go get a newsletter for $39 a month. I mean, buy referral only, they make a good one, and it's it's more than $39 a month. Craig Forte over at serviceforlife.com, he makes a great newsletter, about $90 a month, I think. Right, the Welcome Mat newsletter that I put together, it's the best looking newsletter on the market. It just is. I've looked. You'll look too, and I think you'll just agree. It just is. And it's yours, $39 a month. It comes with the magic website, right? There's no contract. It's just a month-to-month relationship with us, right? You've got full IT support. My partner, Dave, he's a PhD computer programmer. He built this system that you guys are working with. This is not a WordPress website platform. It's nothing like that. It's our own unique, totally easy to work with system, right? Log into your back office, build a new page, build it. Insert video, and you need help, we're right here. We're on your team. Right. We're not just on your team for IT support. We're on your team for, I like this word, strategery. Right? Strategery. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Are you a door knocker? Have you got a mailing budget? Right? Are you into cold calling? Great. Right? Who do you want to cold call? Divorces, probates, expireds, FSBOs? Who do you want to cold call? Right? I've got great dialogue for you. I've got great mailing pieces, right, and a ton of great strategies. So think about looking what we're into over here at Simple Listing Solutions, and you could talk to agents like Jenny Talasazan or Larry Martin or Tom Jacobs or Rick Geese. Right here he is, right here on my website, or Adam Menconi with Sotheby's up in Napa Valley, California, right, or Tom Jackson down in Tom Reinberg down in Jacksonville, Florida, right, or Ed Trivers, right, in Riverside, California. Roseanne Nitty in Orange County, California, right? There's Rick Geese again. We've got him on here twice. Here's Justin Johnson, right? Roseville up in Sacramento area, San Jose, Sacramento. Justin Johnson. Here's Tammy Says, S-A-I-S, Tammy Says in Oklahoma City. She's doing a lot of business, right? I'm telling you, these are real people. I don't make it up. So you do your due diligence as the expert that you are, right? And then go look around and say, oh my God, $39 a month? Are you kidding me? I was just about to join for only for $2,200, and wow. Right? I paid not. Oh my God! I just paid all this money for Craig, and oh my gosh, what? $39. Oh my gosh! I have a website. I pay more than that. It doesn't do any of this stuff. Yeah, I know. Doesn't come with a newsletter either. Right? Doesn't come with a coach. Doesn't come with training. I hesitate with the word coach because I learn more from you guys than every day. Every day. But what I do is I learn and I share. I share right back when I can. I got a letter yesterday from an agent right here that I work with. He said, Chris, here's my letter. I just got 2 multi-million-dollar listings from this letter. Right? And don't share it with anybody. And I can't. But I don't need to because you couldn't use his letter. It's region specific to his neighborhood. Right? It's the concept behind the letter I can teach you all day long. And the concept is this, you guys, forget about marketing. Forget about slick. People don't care. Right? Handwritten letters, notes, letters written, and then written, stuck in an envelope, people will read and they will engage with if you know how to get people to engage with you through your verbiage. Right? If you're selling people, they sniff it right away. They go, I'm out of here. Right? If you're trying to communicate and build relationship and provide value, they smell it and they go, oh, hey, this is cool. It's that easy. Right? Either you're good at developing relationships or you're not. Right? And if you're not, you can get good. It takes some lessons. It takes someone saying, hey, look, stop saying that. Right? Take your hands out of your pocket. Tuck your shirt in. Right? Comb your hair a little bit. And then don't say that, like that thing you always say. Stop doing that. Start saying this. Right? And then you'll start to do that. And you go, oh, yeah, you're right. Hey, people, they're coming around me now. I'm right. Right? So you guys don't need any help with that stuff. You wouldn't even be in real estate. But the language, right? Sometimes we do need course corrections with our language. Like there's great realtors that have been out there saying, hey, I'm a short sale expert in CDPE. If you know anybody that needs help short selling, that's horrible language. That's horror. That's commission breath language all about you, right? Language that's about them is, hey, listen, I'm a foreclosure alternatives advisor. I know that you recognize me as a Keller Williams agent. I help people buy and sell, but listen, I also help people save their homes. There's a series of free government programs, including HARP 2.0 loan modifications. I've got a guy on my team. He's the best guy in the county for getting people approved under the HARP refi program. That's the HARP 2.0 refinance program. I'm sorry. There's also loan modifications. We've got the forms, instructions. We can help people work with their lenders to do that too. So if you know people who need help saving their home or their investment property, hey, don't keep me a secret. I can help them. Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's different language. Same real estate professional, different language. Attractive. Hey, I can help you. Right? So our words, right? So if you guys need help with your words and you want great tools to do that with, that's what we're doing over here at Simple Listing Solutions. Right? So thanks for not keeping us a secret. And that's all I've got for you today. If you guys have questions, I've been answering them because you've been typing them in. But if you haven't asked them, you can type them in at any time you want. You guys know how to just click on that little arrow icon. But yeah, it's $39 a month. It's month to month. There is no contract, right, at all. And yeah, I've got agents that have been with me for years. And so that says something, including Rick Geese, for years, right? Madam Manconi with Sotheby's for years. That says something. You can call them up and you can ask them. Now, you don't need to ask me, right? So how does this system work and how long does it take to get started? Well, I just showed you how it works, I think. But when you sign up, if you sign up, what happens is you're not abandoned. It's like you're going to come onto a fast start training with me, right? One-on-one, I'll help you get your system up and running for you, the way you need it for you, right? And then you're going to have all the IT support that you'll ever need, right? And then even if you need to get a hold of me again, you'll be able to. Hey, Chris, I need more prospecting ideas. Okay. Some of you don't even need more prospecting ideas. You need accountability. Right, and I've got a coaching program for that too. I've got an agent right now, and every Monday morning my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. so I can get up East Coast time and motivate him for the week. He's a producer, right? So this is what we're doing over here, and it's as easy as just click and sign up. And all you need to do is go get a domain name from GoDaddy, $12, right? And get a domain name for your farm area or whatever works for you. Don't get too hung up on domain names, right? I wouldn't lock yourself into a short sale domain name if the short sales are going away, right? Expert Home Assist, that's kind of generic, right? Findmydelmarhome.com, or brand your name or something in a domain name. Those are good questions. Yeah, do that. So you just need a domain name, and that's it. Then you come over here and you click Sign Up, right? You click Sign Up, and you'll see there's a one-time setup fee for the system. It's $597. Right? Takes us we say give us 72 hours to have your website built. The website happens faster than that, but there's a bunch of tools in your back office that we got to get your domain name onto and your phone number onto and your email address onto and get them personalized with your information. It takes us a little bit of time. So it's a one-time setup fee, right? And you just click sign up and add to cart and get started, right? And we say give us 72 hours, and as long as you've got the domain name plugged in, we'll have you up and running, right? So that's how it works. Now, if you have an offer code, we don't have any offer codes out there right now. You could submit it right now, but we don't. But I would just tell you this. If you know that you would do this, right, if you say, hey, look, if I had that system, I'd kill it. I would crush it. I would know I would do it, right? There's no lack of motivation on my part. There's no lack of desire. There's just a lack of setup fee. I need a little bit of help with that. We can help you, right? Don't just ask. Right, just say, hey, look, I need a little bit of help with that. And there's no reason you guys, I think, in my mind, you cannot afford not to do this. That's it, just in my mind, right? But anyway, those are all good questions. So that's how easy it is, and that's how you get started. 72 hours or less, and then, yeah, one-time setup fee. And no, it's not a one-time setup fee every year. It's just pay the setup fee one time, and then it's every month. And, yeah, we're on your team, right? We're on your team. Dave and I join you. And we come onto your team, we help you get this stuff up and running, and we help you stay connected to us. So are there any other questions that I may have missed besides the ones I've answered many, many times? Good. Then thank you guys very, very much for your time today. I hope you got some great ideas, some new thinking, right? Some new thinking about maybe going out and advertising for executive home renters, because they're a great way to get next year's $1 million home buyer. Plus, they expand your relationship base into new executives. It's a great way to expand your center of influence, right? So anyway, good questions. Go do good work. Thank you.